Hey, this is Stephen Beasley,
This is Matthew Price.
and we are Beasley Price. We wanted to talk to you today about a song from our new EP that's upcoming, A Matter of Honor, and the song is Golden Escalator.
Yeah, we know we have a lot of it's little tricks that we like to use. We want to kind of just show you, a lot of people out there, music producers, or maybe you just want to see what's going on behind our tracks. So we're making this video so you can check out and see what we're doing here.
Right, yeah. We want to talk to you specifically about just one little part that we thought came out pretty cool, and that was a little breakdown part, sort of a transition from one section of the song to the next, that we massaged a little bit. We just didn't do it the simplest way, which would have been just a whoosh sound. We did the whoosh and a couple other things, and we want to show you how that was done. So we'd like to start right here by just playing this for you. We're going to back it up a couple of measures so that your ear can get used to it before you hear the effect. If you look on the line there that the mouse is on, you can kind of get an idea when the whoosh comes in. All right. And out of the different elements that are in play here, I think it's the most obvious is the whoosh itself. Don't you think, Matt?
Yeah.
You'll notice that there's two halves. One's going one direction, and one is going the other direction. This is actually just a whoosh that we downloaded off the internet. We didn't even create this. There's a lot of whooshes out there. They're pretty easy to create. If you feel like you need something very specific that you can't find, just go ahead and create it, but that's another video. That's not what we're talking.
We're not covering that today.
But we do want to say that the second half there, that's actually the way we found it, but then we reversed it. How do we do it, Matt?
Yeah, it's pretty simple here in Ableton. Like once you click on a sample, you get a lot of options here. Then you just see this one right here, reverse. You click on that and it's done. Like it's pretty simple in this program.
Instantaneous even. I just see it flip that sucker right around for you, which is a lot of power. And so then once you've got it flipped like that, you can get like get small. You can see it get small and then it starts small. Gets big again. That's what we wanted. That's why we did it in both directions. In addition to that, we didn't want it to be just the volume that it came out when we downloaded it. So we went into, you see where where the fades are, and we put a little bit of fade action on that to get it to conform to like a crescendo, decrescendo that met our needs a little better than the way we downloaded it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just to get it to fit the music just right, we just did just a slight adjustment to make it just fit right in there and work perfectly with this coming out of this chorus here and into this break section.
And you can notice that Matt might show you here. You can change the amount of crescendo and decrescendo time very easily just by dragging it. So on either end. On the second half, we didn't mind it being just exactly the way it came, so that was pretty much just left alone. But on the first half, to make it sound the way we wanted that crescendo to go a little faster, decrescendo, to go a little faster on the end. And on the beginning of that, we wanted it to come in a little softer than the original. So when you're in fade mode too, and you're able to do these fades, you can see that you're there right here. There's a lot of things you can change and control by going there. Matt, we played that whoosh sound now that we talked about it just by itself. We'll solo that. Cool. And then there was another element that we have in this transition, which is on the line above. Yeah, right there. And that is that's just a lead instrument that we have playing. Can you solo that and play that for us? So, Matt, why is it that that is a straight line up there, but you hear it doing a bit of a pitch bend down, and then the pitch is bending up even higher at the end?
Yeah, it's just another pretty simple trick here you can do. When you have a MIDI note, you can open up this envelope section right here, just a small E right there. Then you get a lot of options to mess with it, and you give it some important ones right here. You can just go to pitch bend, you can adjust volume. Here in this particular one, we were using some pitch bend just to give it a little more interest. I think before we may have had as just one long note and it was boring. We wanted to spice it up, so we just did a little bit of a pitch bend, and we actually spent a little bit of time with this. Like we wanted to get that pitch bend to go for just the right duration and then come back out of it just the right amount. So we spent a little time just finessing, just a little trial and error, just to get that right amount.
Yeah, and not only the duration of the bends, the two different bends, but also exactly how far does that pitch bend down? Like what note does it get down to? And then when it bends back up, how far up does it go? What note does it get to? Because of course that's going to be in scale or out of scale. It's going to make a lot of difference if artistically if you get the right note. And just like when you're singing, if you're bending and you're bending and you're bending, it seems like you're not going to get there, and then you just barely get there, at like almost too late. How that doesn't sound good. Sounds like, oh man, is that singer ever getting there? And it leaves you too preoccupied. There's a certain timing to bends that works the best. You're going to notice here that we spent a lot of time on this ending, and that in fact, when we got around to it, it didn't even make the cut, literally, because we shortened the thing right here for other reasons, and that ends somewhere right around here, I think. So that'll just show you that there's a lot of trial and error and time that goes into the process of getting this exactly the way you want. So we put a few dots there that we didn't end up using. It's no big deal. It's more important to get it the way you really want it in the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the reason we wanted that to end right exactly where it did is because, number one, we knew the whoosh would still be going on. In fact, the whoosh would be coming on strong right about then. And also, we knew that when the song started up abruptly right at line number 46, that wasn't going to work. And so we decided to put in, because it was just too abrupt, we decided to put in this bass part up here, which we're going to talk about now. It helps out the transition. In fact, I think Matt is going to play the bass transition. It's an introduction to the regular part. Yeah. And so with that bass introduction to the regular bass pattern, which is for the verse, it kind of smoothed out, coming out of something which is sort of non-melodic back into the actual regular pattern of the song.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, before it would just kind of a jarring transition, but here with this simple lead in, which we put in here. Actually, these are all the bass sounds we use. Actually, a little more because I had this last one here doubled in octaves, and it creates this this simple lead in that really just sets up this main bass part here when we get back to the verse.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. You've heard the three different elements sort of dissected and analyzed individually after having heard the whole thing together. Now that you know what's going on, you probably hear it a little differently. So let's play the transition again. A little less surprising now. Because you know what you're hearing, but I think I still like it, even though I know. I think it still sounds cool. So that is the Golden Escalator transition break into verse 2. And I am Stephen Beasley.
I'm Matt Price.
We are Beasley Price.
Yeah, thanks for checking out our video. We know you have a lot of choice when it comes to watching YouTube videos, so thanks for checking us out. We want to let you know we have more videos coming out just like this. So if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave it in the comments and we'll answer it.
Yep. Thanks for watching.